Hello children, welcome back to the chapter The Colors of Silence from your English language. Now I have already finished the part 1 where we saw that Satish was suffering, his hearing capability was going off, he was not given admission in any school, he was very sad. In the second part we saw that he became a voracious reader. His father got him a lot of books and he started reading. But with that reading came also suffering. He realized that there is a lot of suffering in the outside world with happiness, and he thought, I am so comfortable, why are people outside suffering? And then he got another bout of fever and he was confined to the bed. He couldn't move out, he couldn't do anything now. Let's see what happens here. So one day when he was looking gloomily, okay, gloomily is a phrase with nothing bright or cheerful. Gloomily means everything is sad, okay, nothing is bright. Into the far corner of the garden, he saw a bird that was unlike he had ever seen before. He saw a bird which was very different. He had never seen a bird like that. It had a longish tail and a black crest. Crest is top. It had a black top and a long tail. Now he was sad, isn't it? But he saw this bird now. But the most interesting thing about the bird was its restless energy. You've seen the birds? Have you seen birds sitting in one place for a long time? No, right? So the birds are very restless. They can't sit in one place like how I am. So he saw this bird who was moving from here to there. Its eyes kept darting. What is darting is moving. Its eyes kept moving. I can't do like that. Here and there. Its whole body ready for flight any moment. Now the bird, when she was sitting on place, she kept looking here and there, thinking, where am I going next, where am I going next? Yeah, she was thinking what to do next, very restless. For a long time he stared at the beautiful bird. When it flew away, after a glance in his direction, Satish jumped down from his bed and took out his notebook and pencil. Now as soon as the bird left, he thought that she actually looked at him and went. Just after the bird left, what did Satish do? He took out his notebook and his pencil. He sketched the bird from the memory with a few deft strokes. Deft strokes are skillful strokes of an artist. He started to draw that bird in his notebook. The bird had already left. She was not in front of him, but with the memory. Okay, he remembered the bird and he started sketching it. He liked the picture and set it against the stack of books on his bedside table. So what did he do? He liked the picture so much that he actually put the books like a stack. This is a stack, that means pile. How you keep your books one on top of the other? There was a pile of books. So he kept the picture next to the stack of the books. He really liked the picture that he had made. He had actually discovered another pastime which he could indulge in. What do you mean by indulge? Involved in, what he could use his time with. First was obviously reading. Now he discovered that he can also write, sketch, paint. Wow, isn't it amazing? Sitting on his bed, he could actually sketch on his bed. He doesn't have to go anywhere. He began filling pages and pages with doodles. What are doodles? Doodles to draw pictures or patterns while thinking about something else or when you are bored. So you doodle. It's called doodling. What is doodling? So when you're sitting and waiting for someone somewhere sometime, you take a book and a pen and you keep doodling, right? You keep drawing small objects like this. This is called doodling. So he discovered he was very good at doodling also. Wow, what a talented boy this is. His strokes varied with his moods. So always if you see a painter, his artwork will reflect what kind of mood was he in. If he was angry, his strokes showed anger. See, angry, soothing and humorous. So if he was angry, his strokes were in an angered form. If he was soothing, that is comforting. If he was happy, the strokes were different. And if he was humorous, funny, then the strokes were different. He had always been good at Urdu calligraphy. Wow! What is calligraphy? Writing the letters. You also would have seen English letters written in calligraphic way in a very beautiful way. So sketching came naturally to him. So because he knew Urdu and he used to write Urdu, Urdu is a very artistic language if you see the font, right? So artistic came naturally to him. However, his father was not amused. He took away all the notebooks he had drawn on. His father didn't look happy about him sketching and drawing and painting. He said, this is not a good thing to do. This is an idle pastime. Now, pastime in your glossary means something that one enjoys doing during leisure time. So, in leisure time, what do you like doing? Some people like to play tennis or badminton or draw or swim. So, everyone has a different way of passing their time. So, his was to doodle, but his father did not appreciate it. He took away all his notebooks where Satish had doodled. Okay. At that time, I think art was not a great form. So, in families, what do? You either become a doctor or you become an engineer or you become a lawyer, right? Art was not given too much of importance at that time. You would do better to read and get some knowledge, he said to his son. He said, I have got you a lot of books. It's better that you sit and read and don't do anything else. Satish sulked. What is sulked? Means looked angry and refused to speak. You sulk when your mama doesn't give you something that you like, isn't it? So Satish also sulked, but refused to stop drawing. But he said, I'm not going to stop drawing. See, drawing gives you a lot of pleasure, right? It takes away a lot of load from your head. It's a beautiful pastime. Why do you take away his source of entertainment? Asked his mother one day. So already he was confined to very limited options, right? He was in his home. So his mother was upset. He likes doing it. Why are you taking away his source of entertainment? Can a boy read the whole day? No, right? So he loved doodling and drawing. Oh, that! I don't want him to start thinking that he can make a living out of drawing. So he said, oh, that hardly matters. I don't think he can make a living out of drawing. So his father was thinking that his son should only do something that gives him money. He thought at that time drawing will not get him money, and make a living means earn. He thought that by only drawing his son cannot earn. Artists make a pittance, that means low or insufficient payment. At that time, artists did not make a lot of money. So he said artists make hardly any money and live on poverty. They're all poor. It is no career for a bright boy like this. My boy is very bright and this is no career. Painting is not a career for him. He has to study if he has to make something out of his life. Besides, his hearing may return any time. When it does, he must be prepared to go back to school, mustn't he? He said that it's very temporary. Then his hearing will return, and at that point he should have enough knowledge to go back to school, isn't it? He's explaining his wife. It has been more than 3 years since he became ill. How do you possibly think that he can recover his hearing? Now his mother is a little concerned. She is saying that now it is 3 years that he has been ill and still he has not got back his hearing. How do you think now do you think he will get back his hearing? She felt hopeless about her son's condition. She did not have any positive hopes. But Satish's father wasn't about to lose hope. Now his mother had lost hope and she wanted her son to do whatever she liked. But his father had not lost hope. He still thought that he will be good one day to go back to school. Why decide that he is going to remain deaf all his life? We must always be optimistic about his chances to recovery. He gently chided his wife. Why do you always think that he will never recover? You tell me. We should be positive. We should always think that yes, one day our child will be good. He will hear everything properly. Several visits to the doctors followed. With nothing improving for Satish, he remained in his silent world, the only solace for him being painting. What is solace? Comfort. So they went to a lot of doctors, appointments, lot of places, but nothing. He could never get it back. But the only thing that made him happy was painting. He felt in a complete different world when he was painting. He managed to paint and draw in spite of his father's opposition. One day he was mixing the colors on his palette. He became aware of his father standing at the door. So whatever his father did, Satish never stopped painting. So little he could paint all through. One day when he was painting, What happened? He saw his father staring at him at the door. He looked up to find him staring at the painting intently. What is intently? With lot of interest. Satish reddened. Satish got little scared, very scared, but continued with his mixing. He looked at his father, he got scared, but he did not stop mixing the colors. Slowly his father came into the room and sat next to his son. Slowly his father came and sat next to his son. Let's see what happened now. You want to do this very badly, don't you? He asked. Had Satish had the power of hearing, he would have heard the tremor in his father's voice. As it was, he only read his voice shaking. So he could only make out what his father was saying through the shaking of the lips. So his father asked him, you want to do this very badly, don't you? He didn't reply. Avatar Narayan put his hand on Satish's shoulder. Satish was unable to believe that his father was not angry with him for painting. Now, when you only see the lip moving, you don't know the anger. You don't know what pitch the voice is. So, slowly, father came and put his hand on the shoulder. Now, Satish was shocked that his father is not angry. My God! Moments later, his father left the room. When he returned, a couple of hours later, his arms were full of paints. What did his father do? He got lot of paints, brushes of all shapes and sizes, and several rolls of drawing sheets. He carefully set them down on Satish's table. What did his father do? He finally realized that painting makes his son very happy. So he got all the equipments for him and kept it next to him. This is the best thing a parent can do to their child. Any kind of career, anything in life, let them choose their career on their own. If you let them choose what they want to do, they will be very successful in life. Every morning they will wake up to a good morning, to be wanting to go to work. Yes. Pitaji, began Satish slowly. His father nodded his head, a smile breaking at the corners of his mouth. His eyes remained sad though. His eyes were a little sad. He was compromising, but they both were very happy. Especially Satish was very happy. They are for you, Satish. I will find out the best school of arts for you. You will learn arts and make your life in your chosen field. So finally the father said that I will choose a very good school for you who specialize in arts, and then you will be very happy in life. Amazing, isn't it? Satish's eyes filled with tears and he did an uncharacteristic thing. He hugged his father tightly, his heart full of love for his stern father who had at last accepted that his destiny lay in canvas and paint. Uncharacteristic is not typical. So this was not of his father, right? His father was very against painting. Finally, he had agreed and he was happy about it, though a little sad, but he gave permission to his son. So even Satish was very happy and he hugged his father very tight. Within a short time, he learnt more than just painting. He learnt more than just painting. He learnt about life. It is this boy now popular known as Satish Gujral. Yes, you all must have heard about Satish Gujral. This is the same boy. If it was not his father who supported him at that time, he wouldn't be Satish Gujral at this time. Yes, so requesting all the parents, please let your children do what they like. Any kind of field, support them. Yes, even if it will not get lot of money, it will get them lot of happiness. So let's see about him. We will see about lot of Satish Gujral's achievement in the next part of the video. For now, let's solve some questions. Describe the bird in your own words. Now the bird that he saw, what were the characteristics of the bird? It was a rare bird, a long tail and a black crest. It had restless energy. Its eyes kept moving here and there and its whole body was ready to fly at any moment. It was a very beautiful bird and very attractive bird also, and this particular bird changed the life of Satish. Now write a small paragraph on any bird or animal that you have watched. So this I have written just for your reference. Once I went to the zoo and got the opportunity to watch the peacock. The two peacocks are moving here and there. They were very, very beautiful. I observed the big peacock. Its eyes were small. It has blue, green colored plumage, the body. Its tail is not the ordinary tail. Its tail is full of curly feathers, and it had the highly elongated upper tail. The eyes were best seen when it fans its tail. It danced. All were attracted to see the peacock. So I have written about the peacock. You can write about any bird that you want. So we finished this part of the video also. I will see you in the next part soon. Let's see what Satish Gujral achieved in life. Thank you very much.